and today we are going to be working with the Celebrate Winter collection from Echo Park. The reason why I decided to do 6 pages with this collection is because it's really going to be good for a lot of different winter activities, skating, tobogganing, that type of thing, and the colors are really nice. Comes with 12 pattern papers, and we're going to be using 11 out of the 12. This last sheet here, which is the 3x4 elements, I decided not to use it so that we could cut it up and use some of the 3x4 elements on the pages. So we're going to leave that one uncut and we might use it later. It also requires 6 sheets of cardstock. I used 2 sheets of white cardstock, 1 sheet of red, and then 2 sheets of chill blue and 1 sheet of dark blue, which come in as they're part of the collection that you can buy from Echo Park. Now moving on to the cutting diagrams that you're going to see, there's a top number in inches, and that's going to be the size that we're going to cut that piece out at. And then there's a number below it inside of a circle. That number inside of the circle is going to be numbered 1 through 6. And that's going to be the pile that you're going to put that cut piece into. So you're going to make 6 piles because we're making 6 pages. And we're going to put all those cut pieces into one of those 6 piles so that when we come to assemble our page, all of our cut pieces are in one place. So again, the number inside of the circle represents the pile that you should put that cut piece into so that we can stay organized. So for all 6 of our sheets of cardstock, we're going to start off by cutting out a border around the edge. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 1 inch from the edge, 1 inch from the top, and 1 inch from the bottom. And we're going to cut it, and we're going to cut it on all 4 sides like this. And what we're doing is we're cutting out a 10 by 10 inch square out of the center. The border is going to be used as the backdrop for our entire 12 by 12 page. So it's going to kind of create a matte border around our background pattern paper. And then the inside, the 10 by 10 inch square, is going to be used as cut pieces for our pages, and we're going to use a different cutting diagram for that 10 by 10 inch square inside. So the 10 by 10 inch square, we're going to put it off to the side because we're going to cut it again later. And then the borders are going to go into your piles that you're making on the floor or on another table, and we're going to put them into their appropriate piles. Okay, so I had a camera malfunction, and the part where we cut out the 10 by 10 inch squares, it didn't record. So what I did is I just put up sort of like a screenshot of the color that you should be cutting out, and then there's a cutting diagram beside it as to what you should be cutting that cut piece at. So even though you're not seeing me cut the 10 by 10 inch squares, I did put the picture and the name of the paper that you should be cutting for that cutting diagram on the screen. Now we're going to be cutting the background papers for all of our 6 pages. So we're going to be cutting the barcode strip off the side, along with 1/2 inch off one side and 1/2 inch on the top. So we're making an 11.5 by 11.5 square background paper for our pages. So we had a spare piece of 10 by 10 inch cardstock from earlier, and I just felt like this page had some of the red mittens on the background paper, and I just thought it needed a little bit more layering on this page. So I decided to take that 10 by 10 inch red piece of cardstock that we had left over, and I just decided to make mats for our photo backdrops right there, along with using that leftover piece of cardstock just as another layer behind the ice blue sheet, or the chill blue sheet. So as you know, I don't put pictures in my tutorials. So I put white cardstock in place of where I would put a picture. So you guys can totally skip this whole white cardstock step and just put your pictures in there. Or you can decide that if you do like the white, you can use it as a mat and trim down your pictures so that some of that white cardstock is showing as well. Sometimes when I do come to make my pages, I do appreciate having the white cardstock that's already there, because sometimes I do find that it ties the pages in really nicely to have that extra pop of white there to bring all the pictures together. But that's totally a personal preference, totally your choice. And but I just wanted to let you guys know that that's actually where your pictures are supposed to go. So if you're ready with your pictures, and if you like to scrapbook with your pictures like on the spot, you can put them in now. It'd be way easier. If you guys ever have any questions about techniques or how I'm applying things to the page or things like that, if you have any questions at all, just kind of like make a note of the time on the video regarding the area that you're having a question, and I will leave it in the comments below, and I will try and answer your questions as best as I can.